Today's subscription spot, we're having a look at another box from the folks over at Old School Crates. This is Old School Crate for December 2016. Spot will put the link down below if you are interested in getting retro games delivered to your house every single month. It's as easy as subscribing, and then next month you can expect one of these boxes at your doorstep. We're going to go ahead and get this opened up and find out what's inside. Well, obviously it's going to be themed in retro game. That's the genre that it's going to be categorized in. I guess that's not really a genre, but certainly if you are a fan of video games, old school video games, I myself am a big fan of old school games. This is a perfect box for me. And if this is a perfect box for you as well, well, you know what to do. I'm just giving you that little moment of thought time. Okay. Somebody's right now thinking, what is he talking about? I'm giving you a moment to think about it so you can think to yourself, is this a box for me? Well, maybe once we find out what's inside, you can then think to yourself afterwards, maybe while eating your grilled cheese sandwich, you know, that video that Spot just did, he made a very valid point. I do like video games. I do like retro games. Perhaps this is the box for me. And this guy will consider it a mission accomplished. I've done a good job that day by providing or displaying a service out there to you. And then from there, you've decided to pick it up for yourself. All right, let's not get backpedaling here. Let's find out what we got here. Again, it's going to be a selection of randomly chosen retro games wrapped in this, I always say it, really cool wrapping paper, kind of like an old Western saloon. I'm walking in there, getting a sarsaparilla. I don't even know what sarsaparilla is, but I would go into a saloon and order one because I feel like that would be the requirement if I was a cowboy. The barkeep, by the way, would say, you not from around here, are you, fella? I'd say, no, sir. I'm going to ask for a sarsaparilla. All right, so the first thing that we have, I do not recognize this game. This is Jim Power and the Lost Dimension in 3D. I have absolutely no idea. I draw an absolute blank. Anybody know? Maybe somebody has played this themselves? It says Lost Dimension on the front, but then it doesn't say Jim Power. Well, it says JP on his backpack. Other than that, it doesn't say anything other than what would be on the spine. I've never played this game. I'm going to have to pop that into my Super NES and find out what that... Maybe it's a good game. I don't know. I've never heard of it personally, but it's not to say it's not to say it's a crappy game just because I've never heard of it. This one clearly feels like it's Nintendo or more old school NES rather than the SNES we just had a look at. We'll open up the newspaper here. And it's not even quite newspaper. Well, it's a newspaper, but it's a newspaper bag. This one is Rad Racer 2. That's Spot's releasing of air with sheer doubt. I had no idea there was actually a Rad Racer 2. I knew there was Rad Racer 1. Never heard of Rad Racer 2. It exists, apparently. It is right there, Rad Racer 2 by Square. Licensed for Nintendo, for play on the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES. Put that right over there. It seems like we might have a couple more SNES titles. Open up the newspaper once again. I wonder what it actually says on here. I've never really taken the time to really read this stuff. It says Jobbing and Retail Druggist, number 2 center block, True Farina Cologne, Prime Bay Rum. Let's see what else we have here. Wanted, a family, what was that? A sensible, well-educated, steady woman. And a thorough good cook. Real laces. There's also glass and fancy goods. What have we got on the other side here? Watches and jewelry, B. Thompson, watches, clocks, and jewelry. Somebody's screaming at their monitor right now. Just open up the bag. We want to see what's inside. All right. Moving along, we have Super R-Type. Love Super R-Type. Actually, you know what? I love Super R-Type, but I don't own the game. ... Until now. Super R-Type for the SNES. Perhaps this is another SNES title. Or no, I'm thinking it's more so N64. Opening up the... we got 2 more bags still, by the way. This is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Got a little bit of scribbling on the top there, but that's okay. Oh boy, why did the 64 not put spine labels on? I know you can get retro, like repro labels for the spines now, but why did they not make spine labels? They did so well with the other 2 consoles. Why did they drop the ball on this one? And finally, the last game, which is also SNES. The last game is Magmax. 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 Never again played this game. Looks interesting. It looks like he's fighting a 3-headed robotic dragon out in the outer reaches of outer space. It looks like it's almost on the surface of the Death Star. That seems interesting enough. I'll have to give that a play as well. So let's see what we got inside. I'm assuming, yeah, nothing else in there. We got Magmax, SNES, or NES-wise. We also got Rad Racer 2, SNES. We got Super R-Type. And we also got a game I've never heard of, Jim Power and the Lost Dimension in 3D. Then we also got Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. A total of 5 games inside this month's box. If you guys are interested in getting retro games delivered to your house every single month, click the link down below and subscribe today to the Old School Crate. The Old School Crate. This was Old School Crate for December 2016. Thanks for watching as you always do, guys. See you next time.